This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Here what two state troopers have to say about keeping your information safe when you're using your credit or debit cards. That story and more next. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day, everyone. Every year I like to look up the speech he gave at Penn State University. Check it out online. It's a good one. This broadcast you are watching is available in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513 and anywhere, anytime with the Samsung Productions app. Well, you swipe your ATM or credit card without a second thought, but someone may actually be stealing your identity information without you even knowing it. Lisa Sugart has important advice from the state police on a serious problem that's spreading.
Well, unfortunately, we've been hearing a lot about skimmers or skimming devices in the news. So we thought we'd bring in the experts to give us important information about it, to talk about how you cannot be a victim of a skimmer. Pleased to welcome back to our studios today our good friends Trooper David Peters, who is a public information officer for the Pennsylvania State Police at Troop N, and also Trooper Anthony Petrosky, who is also a public information officer at Troop N. Trooper Peters, I'm going to start with you. I guess for many people, they hear about this, but they think, what exactly is a skimming device?
A skimming device is a piece of equipment or electronic piece of equipment that's put on usually at gas stations or retail outlets. And basically, when you use your credit card, it is capturing your information off that magnetic strip. Then it's downloaded off there onto this from the skimming device, and then usually sold where cloned credit cards are made in your name and purchases are run up under your name. And most of the time, not getting caught until someone catches it upon their statement.
Now, are these very prevalent? Are there a lot of them around?
I think they've been increasing over the years, just basically because more people aren't using cash or writing checks. Everything, you go to a store, you write a check, it's processed through a machine, or you pump gas, you're paying at the pump or things like that. It's just more prevalent that people are using their card more than they're using cash, which obviously opens an opportunity for criminals to come up with this type of technology.
So now, how do we know if there is a skimmer on a device that we're using?
Well, some good techniques to look for a skimmer is, don't be afraid to actually mess around with the device that you're putting your credit card in, okay? Because the skimmer typically goes over the actual gas pump machine where you put your card in. So if it doesn't look right, kind of mess around with it. If you detect something wrong with it, you could try not to damage it, obviously, but if you see a lot of scratches on it, a lot of dents, if there's some chips in the plastic, because really they like to keep them in good condition, check it out. On top of that, most skimmer devices run off of a Bluetooth device. That will allow the people who put them on there to download the information onto a device away from the skimmer. So if you have a smartphone, you could actually turn the Bluetooth on, and if your phone detects a device in close area and it comes up with a lot of numbers on it, that's a sign that there may be a skimmer in the area.
Really?
Yes.
I never knew that. That's very interesting. I will definitely use that. So any other tips that we should be aware of, to know so that we don't become a victim of this?
Well, pay attention to it. Pay attention to where you're putting your credit card in. If something doesn't look right, get an attendant. They know the machines better than we do. Get an attendant to come and look at it, and hopefully you could notice it before you become a victim.
Now, you were telling me as well that are the banks maybe a safer ATM because they have surveillance cameras, you said, out there as well, watching those devices, making it, I guess, a little harder for someone to put a skimmer on it, but not impossible.
Well, it's not impossible. I mean, there has been skimming devices stuck on bank ATMs, and then they'll put like a modified camera there so they can try to catch your PIN. So it's important to cover your hand if you're putting your PIN or using that. But they're more prevalent in areas that don't have that surveillance over top of it, where banks usually take surveillance quite seriously in reference to their ATMs, where gas pumps, ATMs and retail outlets like gas stations and things like that, most of their cameras, there might be a camera near the ATM, but not really zeroed in where someone might be able to pay attention, as Trooper Petrosky said, putting another device over the top of that. And getting back to what he said, that was perfect in reference to the Bluetooth. Also look at the buttons. In this particular skimming device that came to our attention, the transmit button was blue, where predominantly they're green. But most people, again, we busy lives, we don't pay attention, and we go. If it doesn't feel right, it's usually not right.
If we think we're a victim, what do we do?
You want to contact your police, local police that cover that area, to file a report. Obviously, you want to check your statements first to make sure that there is something on there, stop any type of credit card information going out, any type of opportunity for anybody to use your card. I mean, Now with technology, I think you have the ability to freeze your card. I think I saw a commercial right from your smartphone.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's, technology has put a lot of things at us, a lot of technology at our fingertips to do more things, but it also has taken a little bit of common sense away from what we're doing and not paying attention as much in this fast-paced world.
Very important advice to keep us all safe today. We thank you both for coming in and giving us this very important information. If you have any questions, contact your local police. If you think you're a victim, as they said, contact the police, contact a bank. We hope that no one will become a victim of a scam like this.
Thank you, Lisa. And now here's your Monday headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Frackville Borough Police need your help to find the person who literally ripped a cash register out of a store, and it was all caught on camera. This is surveillance video and photos provided by police. It happened just before 9:30 Friday night at the courthouse. The suspect is a white male with an average build. The vehicle appears to be a light-colored Dodge Stratus or Intrepid. Anyone with information is asked to call Frackville Police at 570-874-2040. What's the status of the Gallery of Sound store outside of the Laurel Mall? Mall property manager Rocco Ruzzo tells SSPTV News that he was not notified that the store was closing. However, today the store is closed and there's a notice posted on the door referring customers to the store in Wilkes-Barre Township. Ruzzo says there is still merchandise inside and the rent is paid. He's trying to contact the owner to find out the store's exact status. Due to a water main break in Haddock, the Klein Township Municipal Authority advises all residents of Haddock that when the water is turned back on, there will be a boil advisory. Residents will need to boil their water until further notice. Approximately 500 soldiers with the Pennsylvania National Guard were honored yesterday in Harrisburg. The deployment ceremony was held for the 28th Infantry Division Headquarters Battalion, which will provide support services for several thousand additional troops supporting Operation Spartan Shield in the Middle East.
I recognize that balancing the demands of school, job, while keeping yourself ready to deploy is not an easy thing. But you do it with courage, you do it with grace and determination. Know that while you are deployed, Pennsylvania will pray for you and continue to support your families. But today, most importantly, I want to thank you, the members of the 28th Infantry Division, for your willingness to serve.
Ceremonies like this are held to honor the courage needed by those who serve and the families, friends, and employers who support them. Today we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's an American federal holiday observed on the third Monday of January, commemorating the birthday of the slain civil rights leader. Dr. King once asked, "What are you doing for others?" As a result, many Americans take part in community service projects today in answer to that question. SSPTV News is pleased to announce a new feature. Starting in February, we will recognize the Volunteer of the Month. With so many wonderful nonprofit organizations and compassionate people in our viewing area, we would like to take the time to say thank you. You, our viewers, can nominate a person, a couple, or a group for this special honor. Email the name of your nominee to lisa@ssptv.com. Tell us why this person deserves the recognition, and each month we will select the Volunteer of the Month and feature them here on SSPTV News. You can also mail nominations to Volunteer of the Month, care of SSPTV News, 109 West Broad Street, Hazleton, PA 18201. The cold weather is back with a vengeance, and that can cause headaches for homeowners. Ron Marchetti of Marchetti Plumbing and Heating in Hazleton has some advice for when the mercury plummets and for when it goes back up above freezing.
Well, I think a lot of people, instead of keep calling the plumber when you come, I think it's, help yourself. I think everybody should have at least one electric water, not water, a heater in their house. Or if the meter froze, that's usually where it freezes, you have no water, use the hair dryer on the meter, and help yourself. Leave your cabinet doors open in your kitchen and your bathroom vanity. Leave them open, and just try and help yourself. And leave your water run pencil thick overnight, every night. Now, it's going to get warm this week, so a lot of broken pipes that people don't know yet, they'll find out soon when it starts running. The pipe going to the outside faucet or under the pantry radiator, it's going to show up now. In empty houses, you can't just leave them go. You got to keep checking them, and that's all. Just common sense.
The forecast is calling for much warmer temperatures this weekend. I'll have the latest forecast a little later on in the program. Ronnie will be back later too with a brand new edition of Trivia Treats during sports, and still to come, a party invitation from the Greater Hazleton Relay for Life. Find out what's happening this Wednesday to help the group out. This is SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
You are invited to paint the buckle purple. What does that mean? Well, it's the brass buckle in Cunningham. You're painting it purple because it's for the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life kickoff celebration. Here to tell us all about it is a volunteer with Relay for Life, Kelly Kostadeski, our good friend. Kelly, this is a great idea.
Yeah, we thought it would be something fun, bring the community out, help celebrate, help kick off our relay, which comes up in June.
Wow, and June will be here before we know it, hopefully.
We could use the warm weather.
Absolutely. So Relay for Life, tell everybody what that's about, because I'm sure everybody's familiar with this great event.
Relay for Life is the signature fundraising event for the American Cancer Society, and purple has always been its signature color, hence our painting the buckle purple. And the big push now for the American Cancer Society is to raise money for research dollars. Research has helped so much with advancements in cures, and this is money that will directly benefit Greater Hazleton with all of our cancer research centers here in the area now and our treatment options. So it's really important for people to come out and support the cause.
Well, we're definitely going to be there to support the cause because she actually roped in Kenny, Kara, and myself. So we're going to be two of the celebrity bartenders at this special event.
Absolutely. We want to first thank Jerry and everyone at the Brass Buckle for hosting us for this event, but definitely you and Ken will be there from 6 to 7. Kicking it off, we have Weatherly Mayor Tom Connors, who has won numerous awards for being the most entertaining mayor, so he's always good for some laughs. And then we have new mayor of Cunningham, Allison Urechko, from 7 to 8.
All righty. Well, this is definitely going to be a fun event. So you're going to come out and you're going to have some fun with us with the celebrity bartenders, but you're also going to be able to come out and enjoy some raffle baskets, some free food. There's a lot of great things happening. So tell us all about the excitement.
Well, in addition to that, we're going to have a cash bar featuring purple margaritas, which is always fun. So. And yeah, like I said, just raffle baskets. We might have some t-shirts on hand. We're going to be registering people to come to our Relay for Life in June. It's a misconception because it's called Relay for Life that it's a race. It's not. You come, you walk the track. It's just about raising money for cancer. You don't need to have a team of people. Now we're looking for individuals that maybe want to come out. We have a couple teams that can take you on and introduce you to everything that Relay for Life has to offer.
So this is great. You're going to come out and have fun on Wednesday at the Brass Buckle, but you can learn all about that and get the information and sign up or find out if you want to get your own team together.
Absolutely. We're going to have a lot of staff members and volunteers on hand that can answer any questions you have and help you become a member of this great cause.
All righty. It's going to be a fun night, I guarantee it. We're going to have a blast. It's happening Wednesday, January 17th from 5:30 until 8 p.m. at the Brass Buckle. That's on Main Street in Cunningham. Everybody knows where the buckle is. We're going to paint it purple for the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life. If anybody has any questions, is there a Facebook page or a website or anything like that?
We do have a Relay for Life of Greater Hazleton Facebook page, and then you can always call the signature number 570-459-1212.
All right, that all-important number. I think we all have that embedded in our minds. The 459-1212 for the American Cancer Society. Please come out again Wednesday, January 17th, 5:30 to 8 at the Brass Buckle in Cunningham. Kelly will be there. I'll be there. Kenny Carroll will be there. We'll all be there. We're going to have a great time, but it's all for a wonderful cause.
Thanks, Lisa. I'll be binge watching Cheers and Cocktail to get ready for the evening on Wednesday night. And if you'd like a mixed drink, please go to Lisa. I will take care of all your soda and water needs. Do not worry. My favorite drink, FYI, Ciroc Vodka mixed with Farmer's Iced Tea. Now let's check out the weather.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
The cold temperatures are back, but will we see some snow tomorrow? Here's a nice look at the borough of Tamaqua. Here's your local forecast now from the National Weather Service. Tonight, 30% chance of some light snow, mainly after 4 a.m. It will be mostly cloudy with a low of 17 degrees. On Tuesday, we could expect up to 3 inches of snow, 70% chance of precipitation. We'll have a high of 27 degrees. Tuesday night, snow is likely. We could see 2 more inches. We'll have a low of 14 degrees. On Wednesday, 40% chance of snow before 8 a.m. Then it will be cloudy, and then it will gradually become mostly sunny. High of 21 degrees. Less than a half an inch of snow accumulation is possible. Wednesday night, partly cloudy, low of 11 degrees. Thursday is mostly sunny, high of 26. At night, mostly clear, low of 17 degrees. Friday, mostly sunny, high of 31. Friday night, partly cloudy, low of 23 degrees. From Tamaqua to the green screen, pick 2, a pair of 5s, pick 3, 3, 2, 4, pick 4, more 5s and a 4, pick 5, 94027, and the wild number is 3. I have some scores from over the weekend, and Ron Marchetti has trivia treats. It's the Sportscast, and it's next.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
The Hazleton area boys basketball team made the trip to Dallas on Friday night and came home with a win in a battle of unbeatens in Division I of the Wyoming Valley Conference. Josh Samick led the way with 23 points as the Cougars moved to 5-0 in league play. In the Schuylkill League, Pottsville beat North Schuylkill. Schuylkill Haven pulled away from Monterey area in the second half, and a big second quarter helped Nativity get by Shenandoah Valley. Monterey area also lost a close one to Jim Thorpe, and Shenandoah Valley fell to Blue Mountain. Tyler Fritz put up 33 points in Marion's loss to Tri-Valley, and North Schuylkill, they got a non-league win over Mount Carmel. Crestwood is now in possession of first place in Division I of the Wyoming Valley Conference. In girls basketball, they beat Hazleton area in a tight contest as Julia Mikowski scored 25 points for the Lady Comets. Victoria Donovan scored 24 for Shenandoah Valley in their win. Emma Kaczynski tossed in 22 points, and Emily Titus had 21 as Tamaqua's offense put up 82 points on Kutztown. Kristen Jones had a double-double with 12 points and 23 rebounds. That's just crazy. Wyoming area beat MMI. Irene Ottmiller had 9 points for the Lady Preppers, and the Lady Preppers, they also fell to Nanticoke. 4 freshmen had wins to help Hazleton area beat Crestwood in wrestling, and that will send the defending champs back to the District 2 dual meet. Hazleton area rolled to victories in bowling. Chris Nahe led the boys with a 616 series. Jenna Raypatch had a high series for the girls of 554. Tamaqua swept Salisbury in swimming, and the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins are on a nice 7-game winning streak. They're at home this Wednesday against Lehigh Valley at 7:05 p.m. Well, I have a question. Who's ready for this week's trivia question from Ron Marchetti? Let's all enjoy some trivia treats.
Can you believe the first half of January 2018 is over? Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Trivia Treats. On this very day in 1984, 34 years ago, Hannah Mandlikova ended Martina Navratilova's winning streak in tennis at 54 in the final of the Virginia Slim Circuit at the Oakland Coliseum Arena. Navratilova fell just short of the all-time record of 55 consecutive wins by Chris Evert in 1974. Did anybody know that? I don't think so. But many of you will remember this, since it only happened 2 years and 2 days ago. At AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, Ohio State clobbered Oregon 42-20 in the championship game of the first 4-team playoff in college football history. Third-string quarterback of the Buckeyes, Cardale Jones, led Ohio State following injuries to Braxton Miller and J.T. Barrett, while running back Ezekiel Elliott exploded for 4 touchdowns and 246 rushing yards. 6 years ago yesterday, in 2012, Tom Brady tossed 6 touchdown passes, 5 in the first half, as the Patriots burned the Broncos 45-10 in a divisional playoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. I think most of you good sports fans would remember that. But nobody will know this. Who was cleared of a murder charge because he was filmed by a television program at a Dodgers game? Now, that's a legitimate question, but a dumb one, because nobody, and I mean nobody, will remember the name. Here's the answer. Juan Catalan, definitely not a household name, was a 24-year-old Los Angeles resident who was charged with the 2003 murder of 16-year-old Martha Puebla. Martha was targeted in retribution for her testimony in a murder case against Juan's brother. Catalan told police that he was attending the Dodgers' 11-4 loss to the Atlanta Braves at Dodger Stadium that night, and he even produced a ticket stub for proof. But law enforcement did not believe his story. So then he remembered that an HBO crew had filmed him for an episode of the series Curb Your Enthusiasm that night. Catalan's attorney reviewed outtakes with time-coded footage that proved Catalan was at the ballpark when the murder took place. Police then released Catalan, who received a settlement of $320,000 from the city after wrongly spending 5 months in jail. Mother of God, that may have been one of my worst trivias ever. But you have to admit, you never know what you are going to learn on this segment. With that being said, till Friday, be a good sport and stay loose.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's talk of the town. The Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce will be having a red carpet breakfast with guest speaker Jeff Cassat. This event is Thursday, January 18th from 7:45 to 9 a.m. at the Pines Eatery in Hazleton. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these who recently departed. Bonita L. Fisher of Foster Township. Friends may call Tuesday from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Frank J. Bonham Funeral Home in Hazleton. Ronald L. Hildebrand of McAdoo. Services will be private under the Frank J. Bonham Funeral Home in Hazleton. Carly Ann Cobsda of Oneida. Services will be held at the convenience of the family under the Frank J. Bonham Funeral Home in Hazleton. Leroy A. Cromas Jr. of Allentown. Funeral is Thursday at 11 a.m. at the Obzak Funeral Home in Lehighton. Friends may call Thursday from 9:30 to 11 a.m. at the funeral home. Joseph A. Laporte of Freeland. Mass is Wednesday at 11 a.m. at Immaculate Conception Parish at St. Anne's Church in Freeland. Friends may call Wednesday from 10 to 11 a.m. at the church. The McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home in Freeland is in charge of the arrangements. Thomas C. Andre of Jetto. The Frank J. Bonham Funeral Home in Hazleton will announce the arrangements. And Catherine Z. Palumbo, formerly of Hazleton, Mass is Thursday at 11 a.m. at St. Anthony's Roman Catholic Church in Tionesta. Friends may call Wednesday from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Norman J. Wilmer Funeral Home in Tionesta. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSPTV News, you can call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Carol James of Frackville. Call now and leave a message at 570-455-7267 extension 104 for your free movie.
Celebrities Tom Connors, Allison Urechko, and Lisa Sugar and World's Worst Speller Ken Cara will be at the Brass Buckle this Wednesday. Please come out and help us paint the buckle purple for Relay for Life, Greater Hazleton chapter of the American Cancer Society. Thank you all so much for watching tonight. We'll have more fun tomorrow. I'll see you then. Take it easy.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.